Hey, what's going on, guys? It's Felix here from Podcasting Secrets and the Shopify Masters podcast. And today I want to talk to you about why shortcuts are the enemy, and it's actually hard to notice when you are taking shortcuts. So, whenever I'm starting something new, I'm always looking for how can I be more efficient with my time? Am I doing the thing that's scalable? Am I doing the thing that's going to make the most, give the most impact for the time I'm putting in? And I asked that question super early on, right? Started asking that question very early on. How am I going at? Am I doing things as efficiently as possible? And I would start looking at the courses I can take. I can start looking at the coaching that I can hire. I start looking at the YouTube videos, the articles, the blogs, the podcasts. I started looking and going deep on trying to figure out what are the steps I need to achieve my goal. And for me, I'm trying to launch a course. I'm trying to launch a course business right now. So I'm trying to invest a lot in myself in taking the courses and hiring the help to help me launch my course. But before I started doing that, I started thinking to myself, like, how can I am I using my time the right way? Am I uh, is there a fast way to do this? I started looking for shortcuts without even noticing that I was looking for shortcuts. Like, I wasn't in my head saying what is the shortcut to get to my success, to get to success, to get to my goal. I was just asking myself, like, what is the fastest way to do this? And I started recognizing that is actually the wrong way to look at it, and has been setting me up for failure because it's putting myself in a mindset where I am looking to avoid the pain of doing the work. Doing the work is the opposite of shortcuts, right? Shortcuts is a way to maximize your results with a minimal amount of work, which just sounds magical in the real world. But if you're focused on just hunting for the shortcuts, it's almost like a boxer in a fight where they're what they're called headhunters, where they're just trying to look out for the knockout punch and just throwing the biggest punch possible. The issue with that is that you invest so much into that one punch that once you miss, you're so drained, you get tired much faster, you give up much sooner because you burn out much sooner because you're spending so much time hunting for these very, very hard to find shortcuts. One, you can take a much more methodical way of just taking small jabs, small punches, and let it chip away at the problem, chip away on the path towards your goal, rather than just trying to take a moonshot and try to land on your goal right away. You should take these kind of much smaller steps. And that was a mistake that I was making, was that I was constantly hunting for shortcuts rather than spending the time to look for the work that needs to be done and just doing the work. So nowadays, my plan is to stop looking for the shortcuts, actually look for the pain, look for the discomfort. And I saw a really amazing post on Instagram the other day about how when you are looking for shortcuts, you are just trying to avoid pain. And because you're trying to avoid pain, you are avoiding the most direct path towards success, towards growth. And I'm starting to recognize that growth is very tied to success, because if you have a goal in mind, Stephen Larson, another kind of role model of mine, talks about this, which is that if you have a goal in mind, it's a goal because you are not currently qualified for it. If you're qualified to achieve that goal, you have already achieved it. But if it's a goal that you're setting, you're trying to work towards it, you're not qualified yet, meaning that you haven't gone through the personal growth yet to be to not necessarily to deserve it, but you haven't gone through the personal growth yet to be able to obtain that goal. So when you are trying to avoid shortcuts, you're avoiding the growth that's required for you to reach your success. So that's something I had to learn. It took a long time for me to learn that. I've only learned that this year. I'm trying to be more aware of it, that I got to stop avoiding so many shortcuts and instead look for what are the steps I need to take to actually do the work. What is actually painful? Use my pain, use the discomfort as like a measure, as like a compass for which direction to go. If it doesn't feel good, if it feels like, oh man, that's going to be a lot of work, that's going to be hard, I'm not going to be immediately attracted to it, but at least I will start recognizing, okay, that must mean that it's something that I should be doing. So I'm getting better at recognizing those things, like doing these videos that I'm doing like almost every single day now, putting together my course. Like, these are all things that I've always kind of pushed off because I said that there must be a faster, easier way to achieve success with starting a business than to do that kind of work. There must be a better way to do it than to go live on Facebook or Instagram every single day. There must be a better way to do it than to create 5-6 videos a week. There must be a better way to do it than to create the course myself. How do I hire people to edit it and everything? Like, I started looking for shortcuts, right? Rather than just figure out what is the work and let me just do it myself. And I always started thinking about this because I think that there is this advice in the entrepreneurship world, which is that you always should be scaling. And I recognize now that scaling is important, but it comes at a much later stage. Right now, I should just be immersing myself in the work because I do truly need to learn more about my business. I do truly need to learn more about what it is that I'm creating. And the only way to do that is not by delegating and say, hey, you figure this thing out. It's actually by me sitting down and doing the work and stop looking for the shortcuts, whether that shortcut means looking for the magical trick to get to my success or looking to hire people to do the work for me. I got to go through it. It's like if you sat down and you wanted to have a goal of getting a six pack or like, bench pressing like 400 pounds or whatever, you're not going to be able to have someone else. You're not going to be able to pay someone else. You're not going to be able to find a shortcut to achieve that goal. It all comes from the work and the pain that you have to go through. And now I'm starting to recognize just because it makes sense in the world of working out and bodybuilding, why shouldn't it make sense in the world of personal growth and reaching your business goals and reaching your goals, maybe to start a podcast? Like, these are the pains that you have to go through. Don't look for the shortcuts. But if you're looking to start a podcast, though, I'm not giving you a shortcut. I'm just telling you the path that you have to go on and the work that needs to be put in. And it's all inside the podcast from scratch masterclass, which will take 90 minutes of your time to walk you through every single step that you are required to do yourself to launch a podcast. There's not any shortcuts in there, but it is straight to the point. It's not fluff. Even one of my early students mentioned that it's very straightforward. It's all meat, no fluff. And I pride myself on that. I pride myself on just giving you exactly what you need to do what you want to do to launch your podcast and nothing extra to bog you down. If you want access to that, just go to podcastingsecrets.co and I'll see you inside. Take care. Bye-bye.